We're all looking at you.
Look at me.
Look at you.
Look at me if you can.
Okay. Oh, it's a Dalek.
What's that? That's rather good. That's looking good.
I think a lot of what people now think of as Vicki is actually from the Big Finish aspects of it. I think Jonathan Morris, the writer of this script, really gets Vicki, you know. I now see that she is a real character. It's not until now, when they're reissuing and reshowing the early ones, that I can see that they were writing a character, and stuff that I was bringing to it, they were actually building on. I didn't think so at the time. I didn't see it at all. And I think Big Finish have done a hell of a lot to inspire the new releases of the old episodes.
Working with Maureen was absolutely incredible. I felt immediately I was in the presence of absolute greatness. What's lovely about the scenes that we recorded over the past couple of days is Dodo having two companions catching up and connecting. And I think the writer's just done such an incredible job of nailing that raw connection between two companions.
It's very surreal to find yourself, you know, each morning we've been recording. I've been getting up very early, 5:30, to watch, to have sort of instant access to the Doctor's memory of what Vicki was like in the stories. I think she might be my favourite. I mean, I love all the 60s companions. Probably Barbara Wright is the most important of the characters personally in terms of her sort of relationship with the Doctor. But I think just from a performance point of view and the quality that she had, Vicki might be my favourite.
This is something I wanted to do with the First Doctor range and with some other ranges as well, where we have actors who played the old companions on television, and now they're much, much older than they were when they played them on television. And I think it's still fun to get them back to be their 20-whatever-year-old selves. But I think it's quite nice also to give them the opportunity to relax and be their own age and explore what the character might be like now. And that's what's happening here with Vicki, played by Maureen O'Brien. And we hope to do more with other First Doctor companions going forward. So this is the beginning of a new phase. However, we love Dodo so much, and Lauren Cornelius is brilliant in the part, that I'm briefing all writers to find an interesting way of getting Dodo in the story as well.
I mean, Lauren is just, I mean, not only have we done several stories together now, because we've been to the States together to conventions. We've been to Chicago and to Los Angeles together. So we sort of know each other very well socially, and that's, of course, helps the performance as well. There's a shorthand there. But Lawrence is one of those people that's always, you know, a breath of fresh air. If somebody's having a bad day or there's a bad atmosphere in the studio and Lauren walks in, everything just suddenly brightens up. What was lovely yesterday was Lauren was in the studio and Maureen hadn't done a scene with Lauren until yesterday afternoon. And then Maureen came out of the studio. She said, "She's brilliant, isn't she? She's brilliant. And you wouldn't know that wasn't her Yorkshire accent." I said, "I know. Fantastic."
Lauren is a dream of an actress. I mean, she is... I'm not surprised that she won the Carlton Hobbs Award for radio work. From the first moment she spoke, I just thought, oh, this girl is brilliant.
So last time we shot one of these behind the scenes was on our first day of recording. We were both incredibly nervous, and also it was the first time that me and Stephen had met as well. And now he's still nervous, but I feel that he's really found his version of the Doctor, and he's found his voice, he's found the physicality, he's found everything. I mean, I'm tempted to say he had it from day one because he's such a big fan and he'd worked so hard on it up until, you know, the day we got into the studio. But now there's just an air of he's just nailed it, and he's just such a joy to work with. I absolutely love working opposite him. He brings so much life to it, and we always try and make sure when we're recording that we're directly opposite each other so that we can, you know, react to each other. We can, and also he does. Initially he was doing it ad-libbing bits and bobs that I had to run with and roll with unexpectedly, which I kind of liked because it really kept me on my feet, and I think it improved my listening skills as an actor massively because I was just reacting impulsively. But now he sends me a script. He sends us all his amends. If he's going to add some William Hartnell-esque, you know, bits and bobs here and there, he'll whack it in and then he'll send it to me in red, so then I can write it on my script now, so I know it's coming. So he's so alive. I think that's what's the most exciting thing about working with Stephen. He's fully alive and fully present, and you know, it's always just, you never know what a script is going to bring and deliver to you, and it's always really, really fun.
Well, Stephen has the most extraordinary task, and he takes it very, very seriously. As well he might, because there are millions of fans all over the world who know William Hartnell off by heart. It's an extraordinary challenge. And I think he's brilliant. I think what he gets is the rhythm. He gets the Bill's rhythms. And I do think the most important thing about people's ways of speaking, getting their character through, is the rhythm of the way they speak. Also intonations and also all the mannerisms, you know, and all that stuff that he does. But he has it absolutely perfectly, you know. And I think he should have immense confidence in it, and he should really go with it. He's very worried that Doctor Who fans will say, oh, that's not Bill Hartnell, that, you know. And of course they will at first, because they're very proprietorial about Doctor Who, as well they might be. They are the reason Doctor Who is still alive and is popular all over the world now. But they will very quickly accept him, I think, as the new Bill. I think he's really incredible, amazing. And he's a lovely guy, and he comes from Liverpool, which I do. And so we have lots of conversations about, you know, all that.
Well, there is a slight complication about the Doctor being with the two companions, one that I can't really reveal now, about the nature of the Doctor in this story. What does he mean? And his relationship with the two companions. But I think it gives Stephen a lot of fun stuff to play with, because he's relating to characters in a way he doesn't normally relate to them. But also there are moments when he recaptures the relationship with Vicki as it was back in the old days.